Where you at, Berto?
Nobody dresses to impress anymore, and it shows. Another video by that girl, Janae. Let's get right into it. You know she always bringing them bangers. What's going on now with the ladies?
My makeup done and wearing a nice outfit, I want to throw up. I get so scared because I feel like I'm doing the most.
I'm literally wearing a hoodie and shorts, and I feel overdressed. Like no matter what I do, I always feel overdressed.
Okay, so women are digressing into wearing too much clothes is overdressing, and wearing no clothes is just right. Okay.
My coworkers are always telling me that I'm always overdressed for work. Let me show you my outfit first.
Stop wearing pajamas to the job interview. Nothing tells me faster that you don't actually want to work here or anywhere when you roll up in your SpongeBob SquarePants, okay?
Why are you so dressed up? I'm just like too lazy for that. Like I didn't ask why you look like a bum.
Something as simple as getting dressed up has turned into a problem, and you can feel it the moment you walk into a room. We now live in the day and age where looking like you tried is more embarrassing than looking like you didn't. From people wondering why looking nice is now something that you have to defend, to others purposely dressing down just to avoid attention, over time, looking nice has started to become a risk a lot of people aren't willing to take. Today, we're gonna talk about how dressing to impress has went from the norm to embarrassing, and the deeper reason behind why we've all become so afraid to just look good. Welcome to the Girl Talk you didn't know you needed, and I'm not saying you have to subscribe, you're classy. Now really quick, I want to give a sincere apology to my supporters who saw the original title of my last video on girl math. While I won't repeat said title, if you know you know, and I want to apologize to you vulnerable, and you shouldn't either. There was a that's just what people did. It wasn't a statement, you weren't doing it to prove anything, it was just expected.
The feminine silhouette became central for all types of women's clothing. High hemlines, tight waists, patterns, and colours took centre stage. Designers started experimenting with floral and vibrant geometric shapes to highlight how beautiful different bodies and physiques were.
People used to wear heels to the grocery store without batting an eye. You'd see men in suits at the airport, women in pearls at brunch, and girls in skirts and blouses on campus. That was their casual, and in a sense, it was like a shared understanding, almost like an unspoken rule that if you were leaving the house, you should probably look like it.
And I miss this. I genuinely miss this. This is something that I try to live by. You know, now I'm not saying I put my best fit on every time I wake up, but you know what I'm saying? Even just to sit down in this chair, like I always want to like feel somewhat presentable, even if it's a chill swag. Some of y'all don't understand the chill swag. There is a chill swag. There's looking like a bum. And then it's like, oh, he chilling, but he still got that shit on though. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I could always respect niggas that be on that. I could always respect a woman that be on that. Don't be just leaving the house walking, looking like a bum. Like you don't do your hair. You don't do nothing. Like you just don't give a fuck. Like that shit's odd to me.
This is very important to all of us women, because the only time that we're not on parade is the time we spend in front of our dressing tables, and sometimes not even then.
And because that standard was everywhere, no one really questioned it. But slowly, that started to shift. As the world became more modernized, clothing trends started to take over, and that old-fashioned look that was normalized everywhere, it suddenly fell out of style.
Fashion is one of the only pieces of art that we consume on a daily basis and consistently engage with. It is one of the most defining tools of self-expression and a tool for creativity and self-discovery. So it breaks my heart when I see this.
And at first, it was pretty subtle. Those put together outfits back in the day, the tailored suits, the pantyhose, and heels at the grocery store, yeah, they started to not fit how fast-paced the world was becoming. And instead of classic and polished, people were preferring to choose comfort and relax.
Which I'm not mad at, you know, but there's levels to it, bro. One thing I've never got behind is, they said it earlier in the video, is the motherfuckers walking around in pajamas. When did pajamas become swag? That's just lazy. You know, like, I remember I used to, I mean, not genuinely do anything because I'm not the type of person to like bully people or whatnot, but it definitely made me cringe when back in like high school, when motherfuckers would just walk around in their pajamas. I'm like, damn, bro, you don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's what it's supposed to give, but it's just like, I never thought that was cool. A lot of y'all love to kind of hide behind the, oh, I don't care what people think about me. I don't care. It's just like, bro, okay. It shows, bro. It shows. You should care. It's not insecure to care what people think about you, because that's a representation of how you carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? You wanting people to think highly of you is a representation of you thinking highly of yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I can't co-sign that.
I don't think we're giving ourselves enough props for making a tank top and jeans the most fashionable thing you can wear right now. Like, this is such a breath of fresh air. Thank you to the fashion
There's nothing wrong with that, though.
Who normalized this.
So now there's this new wave of comfort over everything, where leggings became the new denim, hoodies and sweatpants were the go-to, loungewear became luxury, Crocs were acceptable at church, and eventually, over time, effort started to look a little embarrassing.
Am I the only one who feels like it's illegal to look cute? Like, I would change the cutest outfit ever and put on pajama pants and an ugly oversized shirt just because I feel out of place. Like, literally, look what I'm wearing. It's just impossible for me to go out the house looking cute. I always feel like it's a crime.
Fast forward to today, and people are feeling overdressed in outfits that used to be considered underdressed. Since everyone else lowered the bar, looking put together makes you stand out. You can step out looking nice, and suddenly it seems like you're the one that didn't read the room.
Can we like normalize overdressing to the point where it's not even termed overdressing anymore? Because I'm sick and tired of walking into the bar and got on jean shorts and a crop top from Justice, and how I look like I'm trying too hard. First of all, I don't give a fuck, but when you get stared at like you're doing something illegal, feels a little weird.
Yo, real quick, if you like making money, I need you to watch this part of the video. If you don't like making money, then go ahead and skip it, but that really should be none of y'all. I know you guys have been seeing me promote this new app called Free Cash, and the big talk of the town is
this a scam, Berto? What is this?
Well, look at this guy and this guy, all people from our community that are making money through the Free Cash app. The link is in the description. Even one person from my boy Astro Dior's community made $1,000 using the Free Cash app. I know it sounds crazy, but yes, you can make free money while playing games on your phone. But let me break this down in a very clear way for you guys so you know exactly what's going on. When you sign up for Free Cash using the link in my description, once you're in, you're gonna see a list of games pop up. You download them, you play them, you beat the levels, get to the certain requirements that they tell you to hit, and once you get there, you're gonna get some credits sent to your account. Every single time you hit the requirements, you get paid real money. And they make the process so easy that you can cash out that money into your PayPal or even gift cards. And yes, it is completely free to use. Now, there are some options where you can spend a little cheese to get through the level faster, but you don't need to do that. The reason why this is even possible is because these games are trying to get new players onto their platform. So they pay free cash to pay you to get people to play the game. Now, I know I showed you a crazy example of somebody making up to $1,000, which it's possible, but realistically, it might take some time. This is just an easy way you can make an extra 10, maybe 20 bucks, just doing something that you guys probably do for free anyway. So if you're gonna be bullshitting on your phone playing games, why not get paid? So if you've been on the fence, this is your sign. Click the link in my description and try out a few games. And when you make your money, take a screenshot and send it to me, bro, because I want to see y'all make that cheese. Because if I'm winning, I want to make sure y'all winning too. I love y'all. Y'all know what to do. Link in the description, and you're gonna get a $5 bonus using my shit. Now let's get right back to the video. Where you at, family?
And it doesn't even have to do with modesty or flashiness. It's just the intention behind the outfit. Because over time, in my opinion, I believe intention started to feel uncool. We live in a culture where, yeah,
that shit was, again, I just said it. I don't think there's anything wrong with trying. I don't know which motherfucker like really started to push that trying is weird, but trying in life has never been weird, gang. Trying in life has never been weird. The most uncool thing you can do ever is not try. Like, just imagine being so fucking cool that you can't do shit. Oh, I can't do that because I'm trying too hard. That is something that people say now. I am trying too hard. You're trying too hard. Don't do that. You're trying too hard. What?
You're supposed to look good, but you're not supposed to look like you actually tried.
You've ever put an outfit together and then worry that it looks like you tried too hard. This is one trick that I always use to avoid that.
So in comes the rise of the clean girl, lazy core fashion, where, let's be real, throwing something together is trendy.
The outfits that are trending are becoming more and more simple, like even wearing a plain white tank top to go out to the bars. That would have been unheard of like 5 years ago, but this is my take on why it's happening. This simple wardrobe is commonly associated with old money, and when you're under financial anxiety, dressing like you have old money eases the pain. Like, I literally think dressing like this is like a coping mechanism.
I think that this is like over analyzing though, because there's beauty in this and there's beauty in really putting that shit together and, you know, having some layers on you. Again, I think there's an art to just the lazy swag, like the chill swag. And I would consider all of these its own variation of some chill shit. There's nothing wrong with this. And, you know, it's fine. We're making a whole video about it. We're talking about it. So we're having the conversation. But, you know, I just think where my brain goes, where it's just like, don't be walking out the house looking like a bum, bro.
And I'm not necessarily saying that the outfits look bad, okay? I love a good, simple t-shirt and a pair of sweatpants.
For
Everyone
sure.
does. I just think it's interesting that what used to be considered undressed is now the go-to and safest option. So, would you like to know what happens when someone does decide to put an effort into how they look, but everyone around them decided to play it safe? Well, they get reactions.
Everybody was looking
because
at her ass.
apparently being dressed up in public is so rare nowadays.
Give her the benefit of the doubt, or not the benefit of the doubt, but everyone's probably looking at her because she just has a tripod in the center of wherever the fuck this public place is.
It needs documentation.
The content I hate the most on this app are those people who are like filming the public's reaction to my outfit, filming the public's reaction to me, and it's just them walking and then zooming in on people in the background who are glancing for 0.2 seconds and being like,
Yeah.
There's been a huge...
It's like, yo, you literally are recording in a public place, have a tripod set up. Like, of course, people are going to kind of be like, oh, what the hell is going on over there?
And
this is why I said, it's like, bro, people swear that the world revolves around them. Like, holy shit, people don't actually care that much. Like, they literally probably thought for 2.5 seconds, like not even half a second, like, oh, what's going on? Okay, cool. Minding my business. They looked in your direction.
People filming themselves in nice outfits, walking through streets of hoodies and sweatpants, and raking up millions of views just for standing out. And I truly believe that the reactions themselves show the full picture. We're not used to seeing anyone look like they care anymore.
I don't think that's what that is. I think it's just people literally just looking and making whatever face they naturally make when they're just like, interesting.
Student, I get asked all the time, how do you always have an outfit on? How do you always try to look put together? Like, this is kind of insane. Do you not want to wear sweats sometimes?
If you've ever been hit with that dreaded question, or what I believe to be the most backhanded compliment ever, why are you so dressed up? You may feel the need to defend yourself. You may even feel a little embarrassed because you didn't read the room. Oh, I'm the only one here that, looks a bit more polished.
One of my women managers, she said to me, you don't always have to dress up. A simple t-shirt and jeans is fine. I'm not going to wear simple jeans and t-shirt to work. It's just not me. I love to dress over the top. Should I be less of myself if I'm going to like a job interview? Or should I just be myself? Because I feel like this is just me.
So some people, they try to brush it off by saying, oh, I'm going somewhere after this. Or this whole thing, I just threw this on. We've learned to soften the moment just to make other people feel better and almost make ourselves not feel like we tried. Because nowadays it seems like effort only counts when it's unintentional, when you actually don't try.
I just got the best compliment. I took my nephew to a soccer practice, not even a game, a practice. This is me, okay? Nothing special. I brought all my kids. We all sat and watched the practice. And this really sweet lady said, oh my gosh, you look so pretty. You're all dressed up. Where are you going after this? And I said, here. And she said, you're so dressed. Wow, you're really dressed up for this.
Let's be real.
I don't mind that, bro. Again, she took it as a compliment. I can respect a woman that wants to feel presentable and cute everywhere she goes. Now, I'm not saying that that's the standard. I can appreciate the chill swag too. I've said it multiple times already. But, you know, again, just caring about how you carry yourself, I think that's a beautiful thing, bro.
A lot of people don't want to walk into a room and immediately feel like they did too much. And you want to know why? It's because standing out is more embarrassing than looking good is rewarding.
Really?
The pressure now isn't to look your best. It's to look like everyone else. Think about it.
Why?
We live in
Why
a
would anybody
what are you
want
wearing
that?
culture where people would rather match the room than stand out.
Hot girls on TikTok, what are we wearing to run errands these days?
All right, all my girlies, this is
was
why
that?
it's so important to ask your homegirl, what are we wearing when we go out? Because y'all, let me show you what I'm wearing. Y'all see it, right? Sweatpants. Chill, I was gonna throw some slides on. Look at my bestie. Like, y'all, what?
Y'all got two different swags. It is what it is.
This is why we asked, what are we wearing?
And we can be honest here, because I'm that type of person. You watching this right now, you may be that type of person too. But the more we try to blend in, the faster
Holy
individual
shit.
style dies out.
Why is every girl dressed exactly
Full
the
offense,
same?
but why are we all dressing the exact same? If you were
That's what I'm saying. Like, nobody actually likes that.
just scrolling and purchasing every single outfit that every single influencer is wearing just to look like every other in the block, get a grip. Go touch grass, honestly. It honestly makes me so sad to see the lack of individualism these days, and maybe I'm just getting older, but it just really breaks my heart.
And the saddest part to me is that that mindset has already gotten to most of the younger generation.
Why are you wearing a...
One of my biggest pet peeves, bro, and I don't be gatekeeping a lot of shit, but clothes, I be gatekeeping, bro. One of my biggest pet peeves, you can ask Dior, any of my friends, Feek, Don, when the nigga says, oh, where did you get that from? Like any clothes or shoes that I'm wearing, I am a gatekeeper. I don't like, bro, I'm so goddamn like picky with my clothes and shit. If a nigga wears something that I have, I damn near don't ever even want to wear it again, bro. And call that spoiled, call whatever you want. If I'm walking down the street and I see somebody wearing a shirt that I own, I don't want to wear that shirt no more. Now, again, that's some spoiled brat shit. That's a luxury. You know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that I would never wear that shirt again, but it's like, that's just how my brain works and how unique I want to be and how I want to have my own style, my own fashion. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's nothing wrong with being inspired by other people. There's nothing wrong with, you know, seeing something that somebody else is wearing, be like, oh, I like that. Let me, you know, add that to my swag in my own way. But bro, like, I want my own uniqueness. Like, bro, me and Dior all the time, we be, you know, sending stuff back and forth, like different fits and whatnot, but like we dead ass don't be wanting to buy the same shit. We went to Vegas recently for ComplexCon. If you guys don't know what ComplexCon is, it's like this big fashion event, you know, music, fashion, culture, a bunch of stuff, but there's a lot of clothes, up and coming brands there that be like selling shit. And like, it was kind of like first come, first serve, you know, when you go into the stores, because I'm here with my dog at the stores, me and Dior. But if I saw a shirt that I liked and he picked it up first, it's like, I'm not going to buy that shirt. Especially because that's my dog. We be around each other all the time. Like, I don't want to ever pop out and we rocking the same shirt. Like, well, look at thing 1 and thing 2 over there. What y'all twins today? I don't need that. It got so bad to the point where I just started walking off on my own. I was like, let me go into let me go to these stores by myself, because I'm tired of walking into a store at the same time as this nigga and see something that I like and he pick it up first, and now I can't get it. Now, again, bro, I'm not necessarily that's how you need to think, but there is nothing wrong with wanting to have your own individuality and your own swag, bro.
Pajama pants. Why? I told you, don't be wearing pajama pants to school, man. Those are new Cookie Monster pajama pants.
Yeah, I'm not letting my kids wear pajamas to school.
Bro, you look like you live with your grandma, bro.
In schools, Back in the day, looking
I don't
presentable
got no kids though.
used to be the standard. In my past video, Nobody Dresses for School Anymore, we go in detail on how kids used to dress to impress, maybe wearing uniforms and just preparing themselves for adult life. But today, those dress codes kinda stopped getting passed down. Aside from an occasional career day here and there, a lot of people never learned how to dress for a job interview, or even what semi-formal means.
It's kids in here doing a mock job interview, and y'all wouldn't believe what they got on. Little shit don't even make sense.
You'd never wear pajamas, slides, or bonnets to class because it just wasn't appropriate. But now, that's normal. A lot of students don't dress up for school anymore, not because they're lazy, which laziness probably does come into play a little bit, but they don't do it because no one else is. And I'm sorry, but for a generation that was never taught to dress for anything beyond comfort, the idea of putting effort into their outfits probably feels performative and try hard. So, if dressing up already feels like you're doing the most, imagine being or living in a place that prioritizes simplicity over standing out. In certain towns or areas of the world, this discomfort can go even deeper.
Why is dressing up in your hometown so embarrassing? Every time I leave my house with my makeup done and wearing a nice outfit, I want to throw up. I get so scared because I feel like I'm doing the most in a city where everyone's doing the least.
Now, if you've seen my video, Nobody Dresses for the Region Anymore, you probably get the full picture. But for those who haven't, in more smaller towns or conservative areas, showing up overdressed almost feels like breaking an unspoken rule. And anything too styled, too flashy, too city girl will immediately feel out of place. Trust me, I live in a small southern town. I'm the source.
In a big city, nobody gives a what you got on because there's so many people that dress differently. But if you go to the suburbs or you go...
Yeah, I guess I can't really relate to this because I've always lived in, bigger towns. I'm born and raised from Miami. Now I live in Houston. These are like main big cities that, there's a bunch of shit going on. So nobody gives a fuck.
To a small town and you put on something that's
hey, she got a Pikachu just like me. Hey, Pikachu twins.
Slightly out of line, slightly against the norm.
Now I'm throwing away my Pikachu.
People are gonna stare at you.
Shit.
You have a third eye growing out of your forehead. I try really hard to put on like outfits that are unique to me, things that I enjoy wearing. Not gonna lie, half the time I'm not wearing those things out.
So it's not just online pressure that's discouraging people from dressing to impress, it's cultural mindset too. You could chop this up to saying that, oh, everyone just prefers to dress more casually, but we're starting to lose individual style altogether. A lot of people aren't just afraid of looking bad, they're afraid of being looked at. And that's what makes so many of us play it safe.
I used to dress myself down so people would not feel insecure. There was a time I didn't wear what I really wanted to. I didn't say what I really wanted to say. And I never showed up into rooms to be magnetic. I actually tried to dim my light and be more digestible to people because I never wanted to be that girl. I didn't want to walk into a room and be the girl that everyone whispered about and called too much. Too overdressed, she was too confident, and she was so self-obsessed. So I softened my voice, I chose...
It's interesting. Again, I feel like people in general, this goes for guys and girls, you should just never do anything out of fear. I know that in certain settings, this is a reality, but just never do anything out of fear. Do what you want, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, there is a time and place, right? You know what I'm saying? You want to be respectful. Like, if you're going to fucking church, you don't want to necessarily be fucking dressing in lingerie or something. Be respectful, but... don't dim your light though. Don't dim your light for other people. I think that's always going to be more lame.
Safe clothing, and I sat smaller to shrink myself, and I was still too much for people that had not met themselves yet. You know what the real cost was? It was the cost of me disappearing for my own life to satisfy other people.
We convince ourselves that dressing down keeps the attention away, when in reality, it just keeps us from expressing who we actually are. I do this. I'm really speaking to myself here. I have moments every day where I look in the mirror and I'm wondering, should I tone this outfit down? Even if I love the outfit, I'm thinking about what everyone else is gonna think instead of myself. And that fear has made a lot of us water ourselves down just to feel safe. And I don't like that. But here's the truth about all of this. Here's what a lot of people won't tell you when they see you all dressed up. Because most of the time, I don't think people are judging you. They're either wishing they had the confidence that you have, or they are judging themselves because...
And that's the thing about assuming people are judging you. I feel like so much of the negative things that go on, it be in your heads, bro. Somebody's looking at you and quote unquote judging, but you don't even know if they're saying positive or negative things, bro. Chances are they're probably looking at you like, yo, bro, I love that outfit, or I love the way that motherfucker put that on, or I wish I had that confidence. And so don't necessarily just be thinking everybody's looking at you and being like, bro, oh my God, what you got going on, bro? You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a very, very good point for sure.
They feel a little guilty for not trying like you.
I am so over this whole, oh, you look really dressed up. Where are you going after this? So because I have now taken it upon myself to look good, you have decided to make it your personal problem. You've now held the animosity in your heart and you're holding grudge because I've decided to look good.
That's why those backhanded compliments say a lot.
I need to add that to the soundboard.
The, why are you so dressed up? Why are you looking so good? What do you mean by that?
The thing is, when you choose to dress up a little bit more, what I'm noticing is that people will literally always say, why are you so dressed up? Oh, what were you so dressed up for? Is there an event later on? What's going on? I think it's so freaking weird. Why are you wearing leggings to work? Why are you in athleisure in the office? Guess who's never asked anyone that question ever? Me.
Most of the time, they're being hard on themselves because they didn't have the confidence to be the only one in the room that's standing out. If you love getting dressed up, continue to do so. Be the person that reminds everybody else that effort still means something.
A lot of people still ask me, how do you go out in public dressed like a Victorian era bar wench pirate queen and not get embarrassed? And you want to know the answer? I still do. But what I remind myself of is that life is extremely fleeting. And if later today I get hit by a bus while wearing my Lululemon leggings and Brandy Melville Chloe 14 top and sneakers, I will be extremely upset.
Because
what I'll leave you guys with on today's video, bro, was something that my coach always told me. He would always say, make sure you guys go out and get the pair of shoes for the game that you actually like. Because he always said, if you look good and you feel good, you're probably gonna play better. And I've taken that and I've applied that in so many aspects of my life. A lot of us be worried about depression. A lot of us are be worried about feeling insecure. Like, you know, why do I not feel confident? It starts with the little things as literally what you're looking at in the mirror, bro. So when it comes to your self-grooming and what you're putting on every day, put on what makes you feel confident. And if you're not sure what that is, look at your inspirations. We all have people that we see on the internet, whether it's your favorite actor, musician, YouTuber, Instagrammer, TikToker, whatever it is. We all have people that we like to look at and we're like, oh, I like how that looks. I like that style. Use that as your inspiration. Start picking little pieces of that, applying it to your life. You know what I'm saying? And eventually you will start to find your own swag. And I guarantee you, if you start waking up every day with the intention of putting that shit on, however that looks for you, whether it's the chill swag or really like getting dressed down to the bone, you will feel more confident. You will feel better about yourself. And that version of yourself is always going to perform better than the version that just got up and said, I didn't give a fuck.
Where you at, Berto?